Well, this morning in the KVUE's Crime Files, we head back to June of 1977. That is when Vicky Palmer was murdered in South Austin. Vonnie talked to police about why her case went cold.
Well, you know, Rob, nowadays police have, more access to advanced technology now more than ever before. But that definitely wasn't the case 5 decades ago when police primarily relied on the community to solve crimes.
Back in 1977, you had fingerprints and the type of blood that you have, and that's it. There was no video surveillance, there was no DNA.
Witnesses were all you had. And in the murder case of 23-year-old Victoria Vicky Palmer, that's what police and her family still need.
It was awful. She was my little sister.
Rebecca Fazand still feels the pain and the guilt.
Or wasn't I there?
It was Tuesday, June 7th, 1977. Vicky was working as a bookkeeper at Tiger Corporation, a waste management company on the 8900 block of Shoal Creek. Just before 11:30 in the morning, she left work, complaining of a bum knee. In actuality, Vicky was going home to South Austin to change for another job interview. Now, this next hour is where police say things get muddy. At 12:15, a next-door neighbor saw Vicky arriving home at 410 Park Lane. 5 minutes later, that same neighbor thought she saw Vicky leaving her apartment. But the woman's face was covered with a brown bag, and Vicky's car was still in the parking lot. 20 minutes after that, at 12:40, neighbors smelled smoke. Someone had intentionally set Vicky's apartment, Unit 103, on fire. They began pounding on other apartment doors. The Austin Fire Department was on scene 3 minutes after getting the call. Vicky's badly burned body was found inside.
The autopsy results showed that there was no smoke inhalation. That means that she was deceased prior to the fire being started.
Detectives say this investigation has taken different leads.
Something was going on with somebody and they were upset. I mean, you know how that works. I just don't know who it was.
There was no evidence of rape, and after talking to friends and ex-boyfriends, they still don't have a possible suspect. But there could be a work-related motive. Prior to her death, Vicky was doing some investigating of her own.
She actually found some discrepancies on financial embezzlement, and she was looking into it because she would have been one of the persons blamed for it.
And Fazan says perhaps that's the motive someone needed to keep her quiet.
She was really smart. She was outspoken. And she did not suffer fools very easily. She could be kind of cutting if she thought you were being stupid.
Well, at the time of Vicky's murder, her sister Fazand was living in Dallas, and she says she came to Austin every single weekend for years to try to get answers, but there was simply not enough evidence in this case. So if you happen to have any information, any at all, call Crime Stoppers at the number here on your screen. It's 512-472-TIPS, 8477, and you can remain anonymous, and a tip could lead to a $1,000 reward.